Ever had the urge to play with your feet and play video games at the same time? Well, put your socks on because today we're taking a look at the Stinky Footboard.
Battlefield Podcast.
The Stinky Footboard is something that we have never seen in the gaming industry. That is a controller that you can control with your foot. This is brand new to the market, and we've never seen it before. The Stinky Footboard has the ability to rock forward, back, side to side, which gives you 4 customizable keys underneath your foot. But with their software, you can also add modifiers like Control, Alt, and Shift, giving you a grand total of 16 different keys under your foot. The Stinky Footboard is extremely durable. I don't feel like I could ever break this with my foot. You know, I'm a pretty strong dude. They show in their YouTube video that they can run this thing over with an SUV, plug it back into the computer, and it still works. So in no way do I feel like I could ever break this thing with my foot. Using the Stinky Footboard in Battlefield 3 was a blast. As you can see in the video, I have a few keys bound to the Stinky Footboard. They are my crouch, my reload, my prone, and my grenade keys. Binding these keys to my controller let my fingers focus on the directional keys W, A, S, and D, my sprint key, which is my shift key, and my jump key, which is my spacebar key. Pretty standard layout. But with having the Stinky Footboard, I didn't have to worry about sliding my fingers all over the keyboard trying to find my keys. I had my foot using those keys and my fingers using the directional keys, and this increased my actions per minute exponentially. It gave me just a few seconds over the other guy, just making me what I felt like to be a little bit more deadly on the battlefield. The controller is extremely customizable. They have the technology known as the T-boxes, which is their tension boxes. And what this is the boxes that hold these interchangeable springs, and these springs range from soft, medium, and hard. And what you can do is you use an Allen wrench to open them up, and replace the spring, and then put it back in, and then you can adjust the tension accordingly. So it's at the beginning, it's trial and error. You're trying to find your sweet spot, but once you figure out what works well for you, it's very easy. Having the ability to customize a controller like this is something that you don't see very often. A lot of the controllers that you buy, a keyboard, a mouse, a gamepad, they're not very customizable. It's pretty much plug and play, and you just have to get used to it. But when I didn't like the way that something felt on the Stinky Footboard, I just grabbed my Allen wrench, I adjust the tension, or I change the spring out, and then I adjust the tension, and it really made the controller my own. It's going to be different from how you like playing with your footboard. So the software that comes with the Stinky Footboard is pretty standard when you first look at the front page. It gives you the ability to bind all the keys. You have 4 different keys to your footboard. It also lets you make multiple profiles for different games. What's really cool that I've only seen in a few other programs is the auto profile, which gives you the ability to assign different profiles to different exe files. So different games get different profiles, which is really cool to see. So overall, I've really enjoyed the Stinky Footboard, and I'm going to have to give it 2 thumbs up. It's been a blast using this. I wasn't really sure how I was going to feel about the controller when I first got it, but once I plugged it in, I changed the tension on the springs, I bound my keys to it, and actually got in game and felt it out. I can't lie to you. I have to tell you that it felt awkward at first. It was really strange to be using my foot instead of my fingers for certain keys, but once I played a few rounds and I got the hang of it, it felt good. It became natural, and at this point, I don't see myself wanting to go back. I'm going to want to use the Stinky Footboard more and more as I game with it. And I see myself using it in other games now. I get very excited when I sit down on my computer because I want to try out different things with the footboard, seeing what I can do with it, what type of bindings I can pull off with the footboard. So the guys over at Solulu have really made an amazing piece of hardware. It's not for the average Joe gamer, for you guys that can only put in a few hours in the week. This is probably not the controller for you. For the hardcore gamers, this is something you're definitely going to want to check out. You're going to want to add this to your arsenal. It's a controller that I don't think that you're going to want to miss out on. You're definitely going to want to get your foot on it. If you guys enjoy what we're doing here in the Battlefield Podcast and you've never seen our videos before, please make sure to hit the subscribe button up top. If you like the video, if you really enjoy the review, please make sure to hit the like button. And also let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought. We don't get to do a lot of hardware review for you guys, so the comments will only make us better. If you'd like to follow us on all the social media sites like Twitter and Facebook, head on over to www.battlefieldpodcast.com for all the links. Well, that about wraps it up for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Darkness429 for the Battlefield Podcast, and I'll see you next time.